Hello to all my story lovers. Welcome back in Storytime channel. Today I'm going to read chapter number 37, The Nobel Prize, taken from the book Wise and Otherwise and written by the great Sudha Murty. Let's go through it. Recently, I wrote a column about the century's greatest idea, the idea of non-violence, conceived by our own leader Mahatma Gandhi. By following the ideal of non-violence, three people were awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace. They were Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Aung San Suu Kyi of Myanmar. Martin Luther King, in particular, when he received the Nobel Prize at Oslo in Norway, described and praised Mahatma Gandhi and declared that he would follow the path of non-violence in the violent country of America. Ironically, Gandhi himself never received the Nobel Prize. When I wrote this article, one of the readers sarcastically wrote, "It was good that Mr. M.K. Gandhi did not get the Nobel Prize because, after all, it was instituted by the Dynamite King." What a wrong way to think of Alfred Nobel. He probably was the first philanthropist who thought of the entire globe as his own village. He was truly an international man. As early as a century ago, in 1896, when he wrote his will, he probably would never have dreamed that he was creating a new idea of philanthropy. The, the recipient of his award are international. Incidentally, 700 Nobel Prizes have been given in the last 100 years. Nobel never gave away any of these prizes in his lifetime. Though the will was written in 1896, the first prizes were given only in 1901. Very few Swedes have received the Nobel Prize, but the people who receive them are, by and large, respected throughout the world. A reader's question, "What's great about Nobel?" prompted me to write about the Nobel Prize. Why did Nobel give away all his property, approximately $3 million in those days, to charity? He could have given his vast estate to his relatives or to a religious society or to his countrymen. What made him institute prizes for literature, peace, physics, chemistry, and medicine? He might have earned money from dynamite, but that doesn't mean he was fond of war. A knife is very essential in the kitchen, but it can also be a horrible weapon that can take life. It depends on who wields it. Western Europe and America are very grateful to Nobel because he invented dynamite. Dynamite helped build the railways by cutting through mountains and making tunnels. Railways connect people, but if somebody used the railways for war, it was not Nobel's fault. It seems Nobel never liked propaganda or any publicity. Very few photographs of him can be seen in the Nobel Museum. He was a great achiever. Whatever he did well, be it business or philanthropy. Nobel, as a person, was a shy and a peace lover. This is evident in his will. He clearly writes, anything for the betterment of the human race should be respected and awarded, so that the person will not have any financial difficulties in achieving his goals. It is very interesting to note that very few women have been awarded the Nobel Prize, particularly in science. The reason is that very few countries encourage women's education. Most of the time, Americans and Europeans have won the award. The reason is the expensive infrastructure for research in science that exists in these countries. It is not necessary that the Nobel Prize be awarded in the specified field every year. If the Nobel Committee does not find the right candidate one year, then the Nobel Prize in that field is not awarded. Jean-Paul Sartre, a famous French writer, rejected the Nobel Prize. Madame Curie was awarded it twice. Her daughter Irene received it once in chemistry, and another daughter Eva, representing UNESCO, also received this award. Probably this is the only case in history where all the members of the same family received the award. Nobel sowed the seed of helping mankind. Then, in the early part of 1910, Rockefeller and later Ford started their foundations. Today, there are many prizes all over the world for various activities. But Nobel remains as strong as the Himalaya in his deed and symbolizes the love for peace and mankind. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.